Well, good morning everyone. It's Julie at the Paper Bag Lady 1, and I am coming to you today with a video to show you some of the different doilies that I have gotten in and are going to be going up on my Etsy store today. There's quite a few of them. Usually when I list doilies, I only get a new one in or maybe two different ones in. So I don't bother to do a video or do anything like that, or I usually show them on my thrift store videos or whatever. But I thought today, since I have so many, that I would show you some of the new things that I have gotten in. So here we go, and these are going to be going up on the Etsy later today. So the first thing is this doily right here, and this will come in a set of 24, and I don't have my price list right in front of me. I'm so sorry. I think it's $6.50 for the 24 of them. This is very similar to another doily that I had before, only before it was darker. It was a tan and it was larger. This one is about 3.5 to 3 3/4 inches. And so they are one of the new doilies that I have. I've been very busy. I've been cutting and cutting and cutting a lot of doilies up. The next one is this, which is also comes in a pack of 24. And this is a cream, like a lighter cream color. It's not quite white. And this one is, I think this about 2.5 inches that way and maybe 2 inches this way. So that's kind of a pretty little design with the kind of like the meshy look in there. And these can also, you can also cut off these little fringes right here if you just want the flower. I left them on, but there is a picture on the listing on the Etsy with what it looks like without them. So that's another one. And along with that is one that comes in a golden yellow. There's only 12 of them in a set of the yellow ones though. But they're really pretty if you like yellow. I'm a big fan of yellow. I like yellow a lot. So those are nice. Then we have this little tiny, oh look, it's taped. I have to open it. Little tiny pink guy. Pink and white, I should say. So pink and white. And they are 1 3/4 to 2 inches. And they're really pretty. And they come with 15 in a set. Really delicate, tiny little things. There we go. Speaking of tiny and delicate, then we have this one. This, I love this one. It's a little tiny guy. Very pretty little floral. Looks like a little flower, and it's about 1 1/4 inches. Really thin little thread used on that one. And they come 24 in a set, and I have quite a lot of those. Oh, also, that reminds me, I also, when I was cutting them, hold on, when I was cutting them, sorry about that, when I was cutting them, first I cut them into strips, and then I have to cut these little doodads off here, but I cut them into strips, and my friend Paula saw them like that and said, are you going to sell them in the strip like that? Which had never really occurred to me. So, I currently don't have them listed like that, but if that is something anybody is interested in having them left like that, let me know and we can certainly see what we can work out. That was a good idea. So thanks, Paula, for that thought. Then we have this doily. Now this doily I had before, and this was an extremely popular doily, and I have had people asking me for it since then. It is not as large as the first one, and it doesn't lay quite as flat. It's a little wrinklier, and this is very, very soft. A very, very soft doily, and this one is about 2.5 inches. I want to say the last ones were maybe 3 inches. I'm not 100% positive. Maybe a little smaller, but I know they were bigger than this. But they are still very, very pretty, and like I said, really soft. And I have quite a few of those also. So they came 24 in the set. Then, whoops! Then we have these. You might have seen these the other day on my video from my favorite little thrift store, which are these little kind of blue and cream colored doilies. And they are 2 3/4, 2.5, somewhere around there, inches. And they are just really, really fun. I like that. And they are 12 to a set for those. And then finally, we have this, which is something very different. I wasn't sure how this would go over, but we did it. This is a square. It's a tan square. You can see the little floral in there, which I imagine you could probably cut down if you wanted to, but I opted to leave it like this. This was actually cut from a skirt, a crocheted skirt. So these little squares or rectangle things, that's about 3¼ I think some of them might be as big as 3½ because they weren't all exactly the same size. So that is something different, and they come 12 to a set. So those are my new doilies. I will tell you that I have 2 more tablecloths coming in. I'm waiting. I think I should get one in the mail today, and then I'll start chopping. And then the other one probably not till sometime later next week. But I'm always looking for them, and I'm not sure how fast they will go onto the Etsy. Depends on how fast I can chop. So there we have that. I also wanted to show you that I have decided to branch out a little bit, and most of you know that I have a boatload of stuff. I have so much stuff in this house, in my studio. It's kind of overwhelming because I love my thrift stores and I love my little doodads and things like that. So I have decided that I will start putting some of these things onto the Etsy. So I wanted to show you some of those things. And the first thing are these, and these are quite old. I got these at my antique mall. These are due bills. You can see there it says due bill, and you'd fill out the information. There's that, and then this is, well, I'll be darned, I can't remember what it's called. Let me look. Here we go. Uniform Series Business Blanks. So we have business blanks and due bills. So you can see they're pretty old and grungy looking. So there are 5 of these and 5 of these, and they will come together in a set. So that will be going up on my Etsy later today. I also have some other sets. I have a bingo card set, which has a variety of both newer and older bingos, and I think this one's actually from Lotto, but we have some different bingo cards, and along with that comes a variety of different bingo chips and markers and the call numbers and things like that. So we have those. I also have a set of flash card, number cards, that sort of thing. I think there's about 29 different cards in here. And then we also have a set of playing cards, which has a variety of different themes to it. We've got some vintage looking ladies and things. We've got some kind of medieval things, some pretty floral patterns. There's a Paris one. I think there's 16 cards in that set. And finally, we have a Disney set. Lots of Mickey Mouse. Some of them are pretty old, vintage. Some of them are newer. There's some of these little ones. There's some Disney one or Mickey ones. There's like some Snow White, some Bambi. There's some newer princess ones. Toy Story, I think. Cars. Maybe Tinkerbell. That kind of thing. And I can't remember how many cards are in this set. I will have to count. All that information will be up on the Etsy when I get those listed. And again, that's going to be later this afternoon probably. I also have some ledger paper sets, and I'm still trying to work out the shipping on that, because in order to keep them all flat, they have to go in a large flat rate, like a legal sized envelope. And that's fine. However, if you start to add, if somebody in their order also adds doilies or heavier things, they can't go in that envelope because it needs to stay fairly flat. But the ledger paper won't fit in the padded flat rate that I usually use when I have a large order of these. So I'm still trying to work out how best to do that shipping so that it's reasonable, especially if it's combined with other things. So, but if anybody's interested in that before I manage to get it listed, let me know and we can certainly work something out. So that's my little doily and ephemera extravaganza. Oh, and also, if anybody can think of any other kind of ephemera sets they might be interested in, I do have some different kits. Like I have one that's like a romance theme. Ooh, Valentine's Day is coming up. I should post that. And I also have like a springy kind of theme. I could do dictionary pages. Y'all know I have dictionaries out the wazoo. But anyway, so if there's anything anybody's looking for, let me know. I'm sure that somewhere in this studio I can find it. So thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day and also a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.